Herald and News.
Herald and News, your news now.
The Herald and News.
Empowering the community.
Basin Views.
Herald and News, your news now. Klamath Falls, Oregon.
The Herald and News.
Podcast. Empowering the community and serving the Klamath Basin. This is the Herald and News Basin Views podcast. Greetings and welcome to Basin Views, a Herald and News podcast featuring interviews with local experts covering issues important to the Klamath Basin. I'm Kurt Liedtke with the Herald and News. This week we have joining us Dora Hoffmeister of the Klamath Hispanic Advisory Board. She's one of the primary event coordinators for the annual Cinco de Mayo celebrations here in Klamath Falls. Also joining us is Katherine Duarte, program coordinator for modernization at Klamath County Public Health. Activities begin this Saturday with a parade and plenty of fun in store at Veterans Memorial Park. Thank you, Dora, and thank you, Katherine, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So first of all, I want to get into what is Cinco de Mayo, because I think there are some misconceptions about this holiday and kind of how it's evolved over time. A lot of people in this country wrongly think that it's about Mexican independence, and that's actually Dia de la Independencia. You have to apologize for my pronunciation. I did not take Spanish in school. I took German. That takes place in September. This is a battle. So, Katherine, why don't you kind of give me some background on what is Cinco de Mayo?
Sure, that's right. You just mentioned that Independence Day from Spain is celebrated in Mexico over September 15th to 16th, going back to September 16th, 1810, with the independence from Spain. So Cinco de Mayo is actually the celebration of an improbable military victory of the Mexican army over the French on May 5th, 1862. And but now I think that in the United States we use Cinco de Mayo as an excuse to come together, to eat good food, and in Klamath Falls to have a parade and come together.
The holiday, it seems like it has different meanings in Mexico versus the United States. I used to live in Los Angeles before I moved to the Klamath Basin, and being in LA, Cinco de Mayo is a massive, massive celebration. So it seems like it's kind of different for Americans versus Mexicans, right?
Yes, it's not celebrated in Mexico at all. They don't celebrate it. So when I said I'm going to do Cinco de Mayo to anybody that's from Mexico, they say, why? It's not celebrated in Mexico, but it's a good time to bring the community together and have fun. That's why we do it.
You don't have to really twist my arm to say, here's a day to eat tacos, burritos, and have a beer or two, but I will certainly imbibe on this holiday. How did the Klamath celebrations begin? Because this is now the 15th year that Klamath Falls is celebrating Cinco de Mayo with this formal organization through the Hispanic Advisory Board, correct?
Yes. It was not celebrated for a few years, so we came together and decided to do something to bring the community together and have fun. So that's how it started, and this is our 15th year, like you said. And it's just a show, a good time. We have some activities at the park, and we begin with a parade, so it's just a fun time of a day to go and just have time. It's a family event, and it's a non-alcohol, so we don't serve alcohol, just lots of good food and games, and everything is free except for the food.
And this event has kind of evolved over time, too. I know there's a large collective of dancers that participate in the parade. From the initial year to now, how has the celebrations kind of grown bigger and bigger over time?
A lot. We started it with maybe 10 girls, no boys, nobody wanted to dance, nobody wanted to join, and in the past few years we have gotten a few boys to join us. So this year we have 43 young men and women from ages to 5 all the way to KCC, OIT dancers. So yeah, it has gotten bigger every year.
Well, and the parade itself kicks off celebrations on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. down Main Street, and it culminates at Veterans Memorial Park. Katherine, why don't you kind of clue us in on what's happening with the parade?
Well, we've got lots of exciting entries this year. Right now we have more than 30.
Mm-hmm.
And we're especially excited to have Miss Cinco de Mayo. She's our Lutheran Community Services Hispanic Advisory Board Scholarship winner, a very accomplished young lady from Henley High School named Victoria Gaeta.
Mm-hmm.
And we also are very excited to have, for the first time, the Wells Fargo Stagecoach coming to Klamath Falls. And something new that we're having for the very first time is a new immigration lawyer to our community named Neil Metler. Neil is licensed to practice immigration law in California and in Oregon. So anybody who'd like to come out to see Neil can see him in the parade, and then he'll be at Veterans Park after the parade.
Well, and as soon as the parade is over, that's when a lot of the fun really begins. I understand there's going to be live music, of course, food, all sorts of dancing activities. I even heard maybe a soccer game. Dora, why don't you tell me all about everything that's happening at Veterans Memorial Park all day?
Yes, it's exciting because we have a local band, Los Sismos, from here, from Klamath Falls, which they play really, really good. They sponsor us every year, and we're very excited. And then we have Miss Cinco de Mayo that we're going to crown her, and we also have a princess this year, and it's exciting. And her name is Beatriz Cerrato. She goes to Las River High School, and yes, we do have a bouncy house. And we have many, many, many games. They're going to paint rocks, and they're going to play soccer, like you said. The group from YT is going to come and do that for us, so it's exciting. And, of course, dancing. They can come and dance, and we have the 43 young men and women. They are going to dance, 15 dances or so.
Miss Cinco de Mayo has been mentioned. This is an annual scholarship program that the proceeds from the event are used to help out a student to pursue their higher education goals. I had a chance to talk to this year's recipient, Victoria Gaeta. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Very fascinating young woman. She's from Southern California originally. Her family then moved to Tule Lake and now live in Bonanza. And she commutes from Bonanza to Henley each day so that she can participate in band. She plays clarinet and absolutely loves music and has been in the marching band, but has never had any kind of role like this, has never been in a pageant or dance recital or anything where she's really front row. So she's looking forward to it, but I think she's maybe just a little bit nervous about it too.
She's going to do great. The scholarship committee was especially impressed by her willingness to seek out academic challenges. She, like you said, she commutes to Henley High School because she was able to take more advanced classes, like I believe she did calculus and statistics, and she's now assistant drum major in her band, which is a really large accomplishment. So, and we were also touched by her commitment to her family and to the Hispanic community. Very excited to be able to award this scholarship to Victoria.
This year's Miss Cinco de Mayo, Victoria Gaeta, will be attending Oregon State University in the fall and majoring in biochemistry. So taking it easy, not really a difficult subject or anything there, biochemistry, but really a terrific example of the upcoming generation locally of the Hispanic community, right, Dora?
Yes. We're very excited because, this young women, and it's also open to young men, but this year we didn't have any to compete, but it's open to both, and it's exciting to see these girls blossom, and and like you said, they spend many hours in the community doing things, and it's exciting to see that from young ladies.
We're very excited to have her representing the Hispanic community in Klamath County.
Yes.
Well, Cinco de Mayo and its importance, as we talked about earlier, it is a celebration of a battle, but I always think of it as being a day to celebrate Mexican heritage and Mexican American pride in the same respect as St. Patrick's Day. You don't have to be Irish to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. You don't have to have Mexican heritage to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. So what does Cinco de Mayo mean to the Hispanic community, Dora?
Well, it's a day to come together, celebrate, invite the community, like you said, and show our colors, and just come and have fun, enjoy the music, relax, and the children can have fun. Like I said, it's non-alcoholic, and it's a family event, so just come relax and have fun and be proud.
In this era, last couple of years in particular, unfortunately, there's been a lot of political discourse against the Hispanic community. And I could understand, not being one, but I could understand some apprehension for some that being here, wanting to be out in public. But this is a day where you can really kind of show your colors and show how proud you are to be you and your background and the food and the culture and the music and just let it shine. How important is that for our local population to have a day like that where you can just come out and say, this is me and I'm proud of who I am?
It's very important for our community, our Hispanic community, to come together and just have fun and enjoy themselves. That day, is no worries. It's just a day to come together. And like this year, it's the same as other years. They come and it's also they're working. There's a lot of people that work, so they try to get early off work and come and join the celebration. So, yeah.
Well, how can people get involved? Because I know there's a lot of preparation that goes into this. The dancers have been rehearsing since, January for this?
Yes.
So
Yes.
dancers have been rehearsing. I know there's a lot of planning that goes into an event like this. How can people get involved either this year or next year?
They can get in touch with us, either Katherine or me, and I can give you my phone number, and they can call me or Katherine and get involved in any way. There's many things that we do that people don't see behind the scenes, and also if they have children of any ages from 5 and up, they can also dance, and they can come and join.
And always be thinking of next year. We're looking forward to soliciting a larger sponsorship next year, so we would love to get that to expand our celebration even more.
Be sure to join the fun this Saturday for Cinco de Mayo. The parade begins at 11 o'clock down Main Street with events at Veterans Memorial Park to immediately follow all day until about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. So that does it for this week's Basin Views. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, and of course, heraldandnews.com. Thanks for listening.